Alrighty then guys, and welcome to another Shakes and Fidget video in English, and we will talk about server America 1. We are right into day 3, and before I talk about my personal things on this server, we're gonna talk a little bit about the server in general, because in the European community, specifically in the German ones, this server is considered to be a fail. And well, there are true points about that. You cannot deny it, but it's maybe not 100% of true. But well, let's just see. I mean, if we just look up in the info, there are at the moment 3,653 registered players, and this is really a very low number. I mean, you just need to compare server Europe 14, which started on the same day, and I always get this screen because I didn't do anything on the server yet, but yet we have almost 20,000 registered players on it. This is like 6 times more players. Also, Europe server 14 is in general a weak server as well. I'm not sure. Let's just check server Europe 13. There are 95,000 players. Okay, the server is way older. Yeah, no way to deny that point, but it's kind of looking like in general we have a problem. Yeah. So Europe 12 was about more than 100,000. And yeah, of course, it's summer. That's one point. Summer is always a lower point on people in general, because some more people are outside and not playing on games like Shakes and Fidget that quite well. But this number in total is really not good, and I think the main reason is that it's not well, or to be honest, personally I expected more American content creators maybe to promote Shakes and Fidget, and I'm not quite sure how many promotion happened in that place. And to be honest, from my point of view, what not failed, or the position which not failed, is that a lot of European players are on this server, and this is what I expected. And basically, the European players are really holding the server upside. I mean, I'm not sure if we can focus really on the land flag, but overall, it's not a lot America being shown, and I think this is what really failed. It failed to have a really big or to open maybe a big market. I'm not sure if there were any streaming content creators, even though if they didn't play Shakes and Fidget before, just by having a big, like, yeah, for example, a big channel overall in America. Basically, the most people streaming were just European. And okay, the official Shakes and Fidget stream, of course, I wouldn't count that in. And this is maybe the main reason why this server launch failed. I got to say, performance-wise, this server is pretty nice. I expected it worse so far. And as I said, a lot of European players are on it, which I expected. So on those 2 points, the server didn't fail. But maybe on the main or the most important reason, or the most important fact, it failed, to be honest. Yeah, but nevertheless, so far during day 3, if we just check the Hall of Fame, we see quite a lot of people pushing. And by pushing, I mean people who are about 100 or above 100 yet. They really investigated a lot of mushrooms. It depends sometimes on the class they picked. It depends on the knowledge. But even with a berserk or demon hunter reaching 100 and more in 3 days, you have to spend quite a few mushrooms, maybe at least 100 or 200 euros. If you are really much more knowledge and you have a lot of time, you can maybe be a little bit cheaper, but well, not cheaper than 100 euros, at least I really say so. And yeah, there are more than 30 people about this over this level yet, and this is actually quite nice. We just compare it to server Europe 14. And you gotta say that server Europe 14 almost has finished in like three hours. Yeah. At the moment, there are more people with a high level on server America 1 than on server Europe 14. But of course, I know that this is caused by the European players pushing America 1 because it's the first server. It's always a special server. And Europe 14 is not a special server, but still, if you want to reach something long term, Europe 14 can be your servers, quite even if you want to catch up. And a lot of people do not play both servers. I mean, just by the nick, I know Zombie is playing on both. I'm not sure how many of you guys are playing both servers. I don't expect a lot of people playing both. So that means maybe in the first days or weeks, Europe 14 will stay weaker than America 1. We will see. We will catch this topic up. And yeah, personally, I was not on vacation, but I was traveling around at my family's place. I played just by mobile phone. And since my project is to not skill my basic skills besides luck, yeah, that's the only skill I said, it's a little bit harder to push, but I managed it to push over level 50. Yeah, so I had quite some interesting dungeons as Berserk. Yeah, like the Abhorrent Demon. You will see rage combos with 10, which made it possible to win against those stuffs, or even 2 big combos, yeah, sometimes needed. So the chances with those dungeons were mostly between 0.4 or 0.5%, yeah. And this was the last dungeons. Basically, I picked up. No, there was one more dungeon afterwards, but the try wasn't that big. Yeah, so these were some epic tries with big combos, and yeah, now I reached about level 50 plus. I played some dungeons yet, and day 2 or day 3 is almost a big thing. And now I can use the epic event. So what I did when my girlfriend has been driven back at home, and I was like sitting in the backside just gambling for gems. So I have quite a few gems yet, and I will just go through the epic event, and then I will try to beat a lot of dungeons. But I'm not sure if I will reach level 70 today, because there are 1 or 2 really hard dungeons. There is 1 mage, and there's 1 strength dungeons. I need to beat them. So if I do not skill personally, I need really good I need an actual weapon, I need actual items, I need actual gems, and then I need still luck. And even if I beat them, it's not quite sure if I will have enough XP to reach level 70, because I also played some Thirst yet. So I will maybe just give you an update after the day what my end thing is. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal if I reach level 75 tomorrow. It's not a big deal, to be honest. But an interesting part of this server, from my point of view, is the fortress. Because of course I'm playing the fortress too. I need to skip it because I want my thirst to have the big possible, or the most possible amount on bony with wood and stone. That's why I will just skip it now. Maybe I'll just upgrade the treasury as well a little bit. And yeah, on my mobile phone I was playing a lot of attacks, and you see a lot of people playing the part protection. Even though I can loot some, like Spaghetti was Spaghetti was one of the first guys having the fortress on day 1. That's why I can loot him already. And a lot of people in this area plays part protection. This is mostly the European player base, who know that part protection is the best way in general to gain resources for everybody. So I think on this server I do not need I do not need to fear the being in lack of resources. Although I'm just getting inactive, I have to keep attacking. Yeah, like I can upgrade 18 soldiers during the event still, and most of the guys who have 0 resources right now will have some quite resources. I mean, if they have the Aquaria level 7 and woodcutters on level 7, I will gain like 2.5k wood and 850 stone per attack, which is okay. And if they have a higher level, it's even better. And yeah, my fortress is on level 9 now. I will just upgrade Hall of Night to 7 at least. And yeah, I think fortress will really go well. Will really go well. So if I will have fortress strength quite soon, I will have to force myself to push the 90 dungeons at least within the next week. So to gain the underworld, and I think I will do it like that. Yeah, I'm quite sure with that. Anyways, this is the update. So I'm just will start to get some good epics right now. I wanted to check the dungeon possibilities, but actually I do not need. So I would like, of course, the most important thing is weapon. Weapon is really the most important thing, and of course slots. So far the blacksmith is not activated yet. Having slots is the most important thing, and armory is important too. So I will just 5 attribute epics. I will get 1 or 2, but mainly I wish to have 3 attributes. This, and actually armory 500 armory in general is quite okay. I like the value. Oh, I need backpack slots. Yeah, of course I need that. Let's just go for it. And yeah, I'll give you an update maybe. If not, we will see. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, guys, and so far so well. After a few hours and after a few blackouts, I'm now 68, and yeah, we had some dungeons like the robber chief, which was quite amazing fight. And well, during the last 2 hours, I had a lot of blackout in our town, so I was lacking on energy level in general, and that's why I'm not speaking loud anymore, just showing you some dungeons. And like that one big combo against octopus, then the second big combo was very nice. And yeah, the strongest dungeons, starting with Swamp Dragon, were not that easy. Yeah, so I had really to change some items, and this was really close, like 10,000 HP just left. And well, Swamp Gorgon actually was yeah, I needed like over 1,000 mushrooms to beat that one. And when I beat it, yeah, I just saw the replay, and after the replay was finished like that, the first blackout appeared. Yeah, so until this, I actually had a lot of time to go on and play like unstressed, and then the stress started, so it was really close. Minus 7.5k means like the last crit was really amazing and was needed. Yeah, and now I just was able to beat Toxic Dragon on on the smartphone with 4G. You see there is amazing combo at the end, like those are really needed. The chances were very low to beat that one. And yeah, I used gem mine 3 because like the gems are 10 points or more higher, and I had enough gold. So yeah, now I just have to go against those the last dungeon. I played one expedition to get to 68, and I beat that last dungeon, which is a little bit better possible than the Toxic Dragon though. Then I might get to 69.5. With the current thirst, I would be able to get to level 70. And if this is the case, I will just go on to level 75, get the pets, do the basic stuff with the pets, and all the other levels will come within the next day. I hope there will be no blackout, because it's already 1 a.m. German time. So I have actually 5 hours left to play, but of course we need to sleep. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you soon.